big updates coming for smash hit Helldivers 2, WB not learning from their Suicide Squad mess, and HBO's Last of Us Season 2 casting updates, plus more, all coming at you next.
Crossfire.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Crossfire News, your quick wrap-up of some of the big headlines in the gaming industry. I am your host, Russ Dornish. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. Now, let's get on to the news.
Keeping managed democracy safe with the lives of our heroes.
First up, our story is in regards to an upcoming update for the new smash hit Helldivers 2, which was confirmed by the developers. Mechs will soon drop into Helldivers to help even up some of the odds. While the devs have confirmed this, most players knew this was coming after code was found in the PC version that hackers then unlocked and were able to actually use in the game. Nevertheless, fans are excited about this update, along with others that have been uncovered, such as vehicles and new stratagems that have yet to be officially announced. We here at Crossfire Faith in Gaming have loved getting to play Helldivers 2 with our community, so make sure to join us on Saturday nights for Helldivers on our Twitch channel, Crossfire Podcast, to check it out and have some fun. For democracy.
Task Force X. Your new mission is to kill the Justice League.
The launch of Suicide Squad went even worse than most people thought, as even today, even today, there are still people unable to play the game. At this point, it is seeming more likely that the game will bow out early of its live service plans, although nothing has been confirmed yet. Season 1 of the Endgame expansion will hit on March 28th, as confirmed by the team at Warner Bros., and will feature the Joker as a playable character. Whether this update brings some life back into the game, we will see. However, WB has shared some info regarding the game and the future of all games for WB going forward. During a recent Morgan Stanley event, WB Discovery CEO and president of streaming and games, JB Perrette, stated that while Hogwarts Legacy was a smashing success and one that they appreciate, he feels that large single-player AAA titles are just not worth the risk. Going forward, Perrette would like to see more mobile and multi-platform free-to-play games from the company. He also, for some reason, would rather emphasize the live service games as well, including a possible project set in Harry Potter with live service elements. Now, let's break from the news for just a moment so I can give you my opinion on this information. What? WB took a successful studio in Rocksteady and had them create a live service game that has for all purposes been a failure. As I talked about it in my review, which you can find located up here, the amazingness of Rocksteady is there in the game, but it's the live service elements that completely broke everything. Unfortunately, going back to our first story with Helldivers, I wonder if people truly see that success for a game like that and think that seeing a live service game can work. I don't really think so. I think these people in charge don't know games when live service games are more often failing than succeeding. I'd be very interested to know how much some of those failures of a game either made or didn't make, and perhaps that's why they say that even the failures are worth it, because maybe they get back their investment. Think about all the failures in the live service game space. Avengers, Anthem, Crossfire X, Evolve, Lawbreakers, Paragon, and so much more. Even the semi-successful didn't last very long. A game like the Division series saw semi-success at times, but nothing compared to the few super successful live service games, and I feel like they didn't last very long as far as people actually playing them longevity-wise. It seems everyone sees Epic making bank on Fortnite and thinks it's easy to get a piece of the pie. We already saw Sony recently pivot away from new live service games, with Destiny starting to fail, the cancellation of The Last of Us multiplayer, and the pivot for other studios. All leadership right now seems to think, rather than a one-time piece of income on a game, how can we make money off this expensive endeavor of making games? Now, that part is really true. Game prices as far as development costs have ballooned in recent years, and it's also why we've seen development times expand and become longer. Games are just becoming much bigger, and as a result, costing a lot more. You have to wonder, is this part of the reason driving companies to look at this live service model going forward? Sorry, but I had to put this all out there, so let's get back to the news. What are your thoughts on WB's stance? Do you like live service games? Let us know down below.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on?
The Last of Us on HBO is just under a year away from Season 2, coming in 2025. We have learned several casting choices for the next part in the series. Of course, the big one was the casting of Caitlin Dever as Abby. For those that might remember, Dever was a fan favorite to play Ellie, but I believe that was based on when she was younger and she unfortunately aged out of the role for HBO and the showrunners. This seems like a perfect fit, however, and I can't wait for her take on this critical role in the show. I'm sure she's hitting the gym as we speak, getting prepared for the role. Other characters and their actors revealed were Young Manzino as Jesse, Isabella Merced as Dina, Danny Ramirez as Manny, Ariella Barrere as Mel, Tati Gabrielle as Nora, and Spencer Lord as Owen. For those who have played Part 2, you'll know all of the importance of these new characters in the story that is about to be told. We can't wait for the show to return and cover the very difficult part that is The Last of Us Part 2 next year. Who are you most excited to see in their new role, and is there any actors currently that you would have preferred in a specific role? Let us know down below. And a quick update on some of the things that are in the pipeline for Crossfire. We have a couple reviews upcoming, including a showdown between 4 of the most popular PC handhelds on the market, including the new MSI Claw that releases this week, the first week of March. We will also eventually have a review over Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which was released just last week, but I want to take my time with the game and enjoy it before putting my thoughts on it. So it may be a little while before you see that review, but be on the lookout. In other Crossfire news, we have finalized the dates for our Crossfire camps and locations. This free Christian gaming day camp is like VBS for older gamers, and we had a ton of fun putting it on last year. So get that middle schooler or high schooler in your life on over to our website, as this year we will be holding 3 camps, one in Denver, one in Bozeman, Montana, and one in Billings, Montana. The Denver camp will be June 10th through the 14th, Bozeman is July 8th through the 9th, and Billings will be July 11th through the 12th. Registration is live right now on our website at crossfirecast.com, and click on the Camp 2024 link up top. That's all for this week. Like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in next time for more gaming-related news. For Crossfire Faith in Gaming, I'm Russ Dornish. You are loved, you matter, you belong. God bless.